The Super Mario Bros. Movie official teaser trailer. Are you excited?
Definitely.
My voice is dying.
Okay, so as you could hear from that very short section, the audio was terrible. I don't know why it recorded so badly. Also, the video became out of sync very quickly, so unfortunately this little reaction at the start isn't going to be in the video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you guys, and I'm also sorry to Chloe, who I dragged into that video for it not to get used. So, yeah, just roll the intro, we'll get into the actual discussion.
Not the leader of a cult, RabbitWithAxe.
Greetings, demons, and welcome to a discussion video about the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And no, I'm not talking about that live-action one from, the 90s? No, the brand new Illumination 3D animated movie that stars Star-Lord himself, Chris Pratt, as Mario. And, yeah, we finally have a teaser trailer, as well as a bunch of new promotional stuff, including the fact that we're going to be getting Happy Meals, I think, next month, with Mario-related stuff in them, which is all very interesting to me. I really do like that side of it. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to talk about when it comes to exactly what we're getting from this movie. Some of it good, some of it bad. I have what I feel is a little bit of a nuanced opinion on this film as a whole. But yeah, I just want to discuss all the issues, all the things that I want to talk about, all the good things, all the bad, and just kind of off the cuff go into what I'm expecting, what I'm not expecting, and what I'm kind of fearful for when it comes to this film. So, starting off, I just want to kind of go over some of the things that I'm really happy that we've been shown so far. Obviously, Bowser is Jack Black, which is hilarious. I do love that. Though I can't unhear him as Kung Fu Panda. He's doing that Kung Fu Panda voice, and I cannot unhear it. We saw the penguins, which is always fun. I love the minor factions from the Mario universe getting represented. King Penguin's really cool as well. We've never seen that before, I don't believe. And yeah, generally the opening scene of the teaser was very fun. Having the snowball fight and, melting of stuff with Bowser's fire breath and stuff like that. We saw a bunch of different Koopas. We saw Magic Koopa. We saw red and green shells, I believe. I think there was some Boomerang or some Hammer Bros. Just a bunch of different Koopalings, which I always love to see. Hopefully we get a bit more of that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I am kind of hoping we do see some of the Koopa kids, whether that be Bowser Jr. or the other ones. I'd love to see any of them. I'd love to see all of them, honestly. But even if it's just a small cameo of, in a painting, it's just Bowser with his kids, sort of as a painting, that'd be awesome. Then it comes to the actual main stuff with this film. So, as I say, Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, or I don't remember his name, the main character of the Jurassic World series, he's playing good old Mario, and I hate this. Honestly, Matinee, who has been playing Mario since he's been voiced, since the early days of Mario, is not in this film, or at least not playing any major character. He may be making a cameo of some description, but Matinee is not Mario, and it really annoys me, as well as the fact that Chris Pratt isn't doing a Mario impression or anything. He's not doing a traditional Mario voice. He's doing a Chris Pratt voice. And sure, that's perfectly fine, and I'm sure a full movie of the Chris Matinee voice could get a bit grating, to say the least, with how high-pitched it is and stuff like that. But Chris Pratt's voice does not lend itself to a character like Mario, and I know that some people actually quite like the direction they're taking it. I don't. I think it's a failure on the part of both Nintendo and Illumination to think that a character with such an iconic voice, a character who pretty much anyone can imitate, just like a character like Mickey Mouse, is the same sort of idea of it's this ridiculous voice that realistically it's so iconic that they can't replace it in the way that they have, and it really does bug me. And this is not saying anything of the fact that Mario's face is wrong. I've been saying this since the initial leaks. I've said it on Twitter, I've said it in plenty of Discord servers. I think Mario looks wrong. his face is not right. It's not round enough, or maybe it's too round. The mustache isn't big enough. It's odd. It's wrong. The eyes aren't right, and I don't even know what's wrong with the eyes, but I look at the eyes on this Mario model, and it's wrong. There's something I can't put my finger on it. It's not clear to me what the issue is, but the eyes are not correct. And it doesn't help that we've had, well, when was Mario 64 released? We've had decades, essentially, of this current incarnation of Mario. So seeing these slight differences, people complained about Odyssey being a departure with how, everything was realistically textured, real hair, stuff like that. But it looked like Mario. It looked like an evolved version, an upgraded version of, say, Galaxy's Mario, or, even to some extent, the Mario from Sunshine. I don't see that when I look at this current model for the movie, and I've got a feeling we're not going to see a repeat of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie where they're going to, change the model. I don't think that's going to happen. I really doubt it, because Nintendo are very fickle. Nintendo will have said the go-ahead, will have given the go-ahead on this model, and we're stuck with it now. Same with the voice. Nothing's going to change. I really doubt they're going to change anything. The one hope that I do have is there's already some AI reworks of that trailer that use a AI-generated matinee voice. It would be really nice. It would be a really good touch for fans, especially if Nintendo, got in contact with Matinee and basically said, we're going to use an AI to make you the voice of Mario for this movie as like a bonus feature on the digital release or the DVD or whatever, Blu-ray. That would be really nice. I doubt it's going to happen because, as I say, Nintendo are fickle and they hate their fans, but it sounds way more. It sounds like I'm being way more cynical than I actually am. I love Nintendo. Don't get me wrong. Some of my favorite games are Nintendo games, but Nintendo have a habit of just doing things that are kind of stupid, and I'm not going to defend them on those things. Otherwise, when it comes to like the Mushroom Kingdom and stuff, it is being called the Mushroom Kingdom. That is actually a line in the trailer, which is quite nice. A lot of mushrooms. We saw some blue mushrooms, red mushrooms, orange mushrooms, and yellow mushrooms. Which obviously blue mushrooms typically are mini mushrooms. Red are your standard, regular super mushrooms. And then the yellow and orange are usually platforms, though I think one of those colours has been used before for a power-up. I'm not sure which. My memory kind of leaves me when it comes to the different mushroom types. But we also have Toad, who, once again, his voice is wrong. The actual model is pretty spot on. It's a little bit more realistic than I like. But overall, like, having Toad in this and having Toad be how he is, I'm fine with. His voice isn't high-pitched enough, which I know is a stupid complaint, but he should be more squeaky. He should be more, you should want to tear your ears off when Toad speaks, and I know that's a stupid thing to ask for, but that's just how Toad is. So the fact that it's not like that, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't work for me. And then the trailer really ends with a Luigi reveal. Luigi is going to be in this, along with Dry Bones, my favourite character, and hopefully this means that there's going to be an entire B-plot, an entire side plot of just Luigi in a haunted mansion. I really hope that is actually the case. I hope this isn't some sort of like teaser for the second movie or something. I hope that truly is just going to be a B-plot. Do we just have a Luigi's Mansion B-plot? That'd be amazing. Because as much as I prefer the standard Mario games, in terms of like something that I'd want to follow, I'm far more interested in a Luigi's Mansion movie than a Super Mario movie. Like, I don't know, it's one of those things where I love the aesthetic of Luigi's Mansion, I just don't like the gameplay. Whereas, the aesthetic of the Mario games is perfectly fine. Odyssey is a beautiful game as well. But, like, I love the gameplay of that. I don't play it because it looks cool. But yeah, Dry Bones, very cool. I'm sure we'll have Yoshi. We've already seen the render for Princess Peach. Once again, doesn't look perfect. I think, honestly, of the human models that we've seen, the only one that I'm like, this is spot on is Luigi, which is kind of dumb, but yeah, when it comes to the main three humanoids, that being Mario, Peach, and Luigi, Luigi looks perfectly fine. I probably need to look at him more, and I'll probably see more issues with him, but so far, Luigi looks pretty perfect. Mario's wrong, and I don't know what about him is wrong, but I do know what about him is wrong. His face is the wrong shape, his mustache is too small, and his eyes are just weird, and his voice is off. His clothes are spot on and everything. I have no issue with his, like, aesthetic. It's just his model is wrong. But Peach, her face is a little bit off, but I can deal with that because it's not as iconic. Peach changes very heavily in, like, every game, so I can kind of live with that. But yeah, Luigi looks great. I'm really excited for Luigi. All the Koopa stuff looks great. As I say, other than the fact that Bowser just sounds like Kung Fu Panda to me, and I can't unhear it, I'm fine with that. In the grand scheme, I think it's gonna be very fun. I think it's gonna be very goofy. All the Koopa stuff is great. The Luigi side of the stuff is looking to be really fun as well. It's just the main body of it. It's that Mario side of things. Mario, Toad, Peach. I really hope that I end up enjoying it way more than I'm so far looking at it and being like, this is not quite right. But yeah, the world looks amazing. The fact we've seen the manufacturing of the penguins is really cool. There's so much to like about this movie just from the teaser. But I'm just worried, I'm just really, really worried that it's going to be terrible. And that's my honest opinion right now. I wasn't excited for this film. I still am not. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm gonna see it in cinemas, definitely. And I hope that I enjoy it. I honestly do. But the thing is, there's a reason why I still haven't watched Sonic the Hedgehog, even though I'm a huge Sonic fan. I still haven't seen either of those films. I own the first one on Blu-ray. I bought it. I have yet to watch it. I have not seen either of the Sonic movies. And it's because I'm too scared that it's going to be as bad as I fear it is. And I'm going to try and make sure that doesn't happen with this Mario movie. I think it's going to be bad. I'm expecting it to be bad, but I'm hoping for the best. And hopefully it works out. Hopefully I don't have my, childhood ruined by this movie. I'm sure it's fine, because as much as Illumination can get a bad rap for things like the Minions, I quite like Illumination's work. Despicable Me is a good series. The Minions movies, for what they are really funny. Illumination has a pretty good track record overall, so I have no doubt it's going to be a good movie in general. I just don't know if it's going to be a good Mario movie, and that's the crux of my issue. I wish that it was closer to the source material. And that's really the main thing. There's enough things that are just not quite right that I have an issue with. But in any case, that is really all I have to say in this little ramble, this off-the-cuff little rant that I have about the Mario movie. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe if you're new here, and ring that bell so you never miss an upload. Otherwise, comment below, what do you think of the movie? Have you seen the trailer? What do you think of it? If you haven't seen the teaser, but you've seen the promotional art, seen the posters, stuff like that, do you have an issue like I do with Mario's face, essentially? Tell me all that below in the comments, and I'll try and respond to some. I won't respond to all because I don't respond to all comments, but yeah. Otherwise, it's gonna be it from me, and yeah. Bye.
Look at the screen, you'll be fine. Culture's a disease, but worlds divine. I just wanna take